Okay, I do believe that I am recording. Ohayo YouTube, it is Akimbo CAC here, and I can't believe it. We are in another draft league. People, if y'all are excited for the Juggernaut Jirachis to be in a second draft league, please show your support. Please show out. And actually, keep it on the DL. We actually made it into a third league as well. I'm preparing my team for that one right now, so be ready for a third draft league announcement video. But anyway, today we are here to discuss this new league that I am in. So I have joined as, again, your coach as the Juggernaut Jirachis. We have indeed joined the SADL Draft League. And here, let me show you guys the logo. So this is the logo for it. So we are in the Newcomer division of the SDL Season 2, or SADL Season 2. Thank you so much for the invitation. Again, I want to do shout-outs, so please just give me one moment. I want to give a huge shout-out to Stormy, the commissioner of the league. Thank you so incredibly much for the invitation and for just letting me be able to go through. I really appreciate you. Shout out to Board Addict, part of the council. Shout out to Brady, also part of the council. And shout out to Jake as well. Jake, I believe that he was in charge of doing the documentation stuff for the league. So, just doing the whole Google Sheets spread out. And also, Jake, you were just also in the general chat a lot. So, huge shout out to the commissioner. Huge shout out to the council. And then also, shout out to Abriel and Nix for the spreadsheet as well. Thank you so much to everyone. Shout outs as well, just to all of the newcomer coaches as well. So let's stop talking about that. I'm gonna do a quick little rundown about the rules and everything like that, just in case you are new and you don't happen to know what draft league is and you don't know what our draft league is. So real quick, so for this league that we're in, the SADL, they go based off a tier-based drafting system instead of a points tiering system. So before, with the PCPL league that I'm in, also the future league that I am in, they use points to determine how coaches get their picks. But in this league, similar to the P4G, and also the PPL, huge shout out to those leagues. I'm a huge fan. But they go off a tiering system. So there's tier 1, there's tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, and tier 7. This league, it is also a snake draft. So just like how I had explained before, there are 14 coaches in my division for the newcomer division. And out of those 14 coaches, it gets randomized for who gets to go in which order. So it goes 1 through 14. Then once it hits the 14th slot, it reverses back, so it's 14 to 1. So it's very good to get either number 1 or number 14. And actually, the Juggernaut Jirachis got 14th spot in the draft league in the order. So I essentially got to get like back-to-back picks. So for the team that you can draft, you can only get 11 Pokemon, and you can get 1 tier 1 mon, 1 tier 2, 2 tier 3s, 2 tier 4s, 2 tier 5s, 2 tier 6s, and 1 tier 7. This is also a lower tier Terra as well. So any Pokemon that you pick that's tier 5, tier 6, and tier 7, you can terrestrialize those. And actually, we have 3 Terra Captains compared to 1 Terra Captain. So I am going to show y'all what I cooked up with this league. And also, this is a showdown league. So even though I love Wi-Fi leagues, this is actually my first showdown league as well. I do, again, if you've seen some of the content on the channel, I have done showdown, laddering before, but this will be my first showdown draft league. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to go. And our week 1 opponent is another devastating matchup. But let's not focus into that right now. Let's just look at what we got going on for what we picked up. So for my first pick, I did get Garchomp. Now, this was my tier 2 pick, and I wanted to, so everyone was, obviously, I'm last to get in first round, I'm last pick. So, everyone's basically getting all the huge threats: Palafin, Xianpao, Great Tusk, Gouging Fire, all the threats. So I was like, you know what, I don't even want to waste my time in my first pick on my tier 1. I will just get that later on in the draft. So I did pick up Garchomp for my first pick. Very happy about Garchomp. I love, again, if you know me, if you know the channel by now, if you know AC, you know that I love Gen 4. So very happy to be picking up Garchomp. We got Dragon Ground as our typing. I love this stat spread. We have 108 HP, so we can run like some crazy bulk sets if we want to. 130 attack. 130 attack is insane. We could dish out some crazy damage, physical damage. You know those earthquakes are going to hurt people for sure. And then also, look at these defenses. These defenses are not bad at all. 95 defense, 85 speed def. Really not bad. 102 speed stats, so we're not too speedy, but, I mean, anything below 100, even 101, we're outspeeding it. If we want to. You know, we can not run any speed and still be incredibly threatening. And again, to be honest, not a terrible special attack stat. Trust me, AC, we have drafted things with lower special attack. So yeah, again, 80 special attack is not bad. Like, again, if I wanted to surprise one of my opponents one week, I could literally run Earth Power, freaking Draco Meteor if I wanted to. Maybe even throw like some crazy shit in there, do like Flamethrower. I don't know, I can get super creative if I want to. I just really think that Garchomp was a pretty good first round pickup. And again, I have Rough Skin as well, so if I wanted to do like Rocky Helmet Rough Skin chip, that is incredible. That goes a long way in some matchups. Like, that really does. So, very happy with getting Garchomp first round pick. So, with being 14th, I immediately get a back-to-back pick. So, I did for my second pick up Scizor. Now, I am a humongous Scizor lover. You know, and just with Fairy typing being so oppressive, not only offensively, but can be just like only having 2 weaknesses. So again, having a lot of resistances and, you know, just being able to be a good pivot into things, I definitely needed a good steel type for sure. Very happy with the Scizor pickup. I mean, look at these stats right here, 130 attack again. So like we have Garchomp right here that has 130, but then we also have Scizor as well having 130 attack, 100 defense, 80 speed def, 65 speed, so not too fast, but again, that priority bullet punch really does not care about that 65 speed stat. Really does not. 70 HP, so we can definitely try to do like some bulky sets if I wanted to, or, you know, just come up with something interesting, maybe do like a Sword Stand set. Again, it's kind of a bummer that Scizor lost Roost, but I could do like some Resto Chesto stuff. You know, I can run Agility, Scizor got Close Combat this gen, humongous buff. Actually, I don't know if that was Sword and Shield era, or I think it was Scarlet Violet. I don't really know. Still has Defog as well, so amazing knockoff mon. If I wanted to, I could do like, you know, a full moveset and then throw like Steel Beam on his last move, just so I can maybe say like Differential or something like that. Like, I don't know. I think that Scizor was a very good pickup to go with Garchomp. So very happy with that. So with those being my first 2 picks, it took 28, I believe. No, I'm sorry. I can't math right. 26. It took 26 picks to come back around to my turn. So you can definitely imagine that I was for sure thinking of ways of how I can have like good coverage for who we have so far. So I definitely was wanting to pick up Alolan Muck. Now, I am a firm believer that Alolan Muck, and again, if you saw my first draft announcement, you'll see that in that video I say in the PCPL League that I was actually incredibly sniped off Alolan Muck, and I had to go with Overquill instead. But I genuinely think that Alolan Muck is just such a underrated just monster. Like, being able to eat so many attacks, 105 HP, 105 attack. So again, not even like super crazy attack stat, but like, hello, that's kind of crazy. 75 defense, 100 speed def. So again, definitely will be able to eat like hits for days. 50 speed. I have a later pick that maybe like, you know, Trick Room, Muck. I have no idea, probably not, but, you know, anything could happen. But yeah, so on top of having Scizor as a fairy answer, I definitely think Alolan Muck is a good fairy answer. Now having that dark typing definitely hurts for sure, but I just think that defensively wise and just utility wise, that Alolan Muck just is such a good pickup here, like such a good pickup. We also have Poison Touch as a really good ability, so being able to get a 30% chance to poison on contact, I think that's really good. Gluttony, I don't think that I'll ever be in a situation where I need to use it. Maybe if I want to just like, you know, do whoop-de-whoop stuff, I could definitely try it, but I'm not sure. And I've never used Power of Alchemy, but it could be a cool one too. But Poison Touch will be mostly what we be running. Yeah, and I mean, again, like, I could set up, like, my defenses with Acid Armor right here. I could also do Curse sets as well. So if I wanted to raise, like, my defense as well, I could raise my attack and do, again, that 105 attack stat with Curse. That's gonna be starting to hurt. Like, I could throw off huge crunches, throw off huge drain punches for recovery, if I wanted to. Again, if, like, a pesky Steel type comes in, I could do, like, some crazy flamethrowers, you know, amazing gunk shots. if I land those. Ice Punch for ground type coverage, knockoffs, like again another knockoff mon. You know, a good pain split mon for sure as well. I could even, if I wanted to, do like some rest talk stuff. I feel like that might be crazy, but but yeah, I really like the Alolan Muck. I really want to just show how good Alolan Muck can be. I really do enjoy it, and I think I've been doing an awful job of saying what was what. So Garchomp was my tier 2 pick, so that means I have no more options for tier 2. No more options. Scizor was one of my 2 tier 3 pickups, so I still have one more option for a tier 3 mon. And then Alolan Muck was my tier 4 pickup, my 1 of 2. So Alolan Muck was my 3rd pickup. Right now I'm looking a little bit ground weak, so I was like, you know what, let's just F it, let's just ball out. Let's go with Blastoise as our tier 5 pickup and our 4th pick. So out of the original Kanto starters, Blastoise was always my favorite. You know, Charizard is the face of, you know, Pokemon. Everyone, you know, likes Charizard. Again, overrated in my opinion, but Charizard is always good. I love Charizard as well. And Venusaur, big Vena. I love Venusaur. Love Venusaur. Probably actually has, again, if you see my tier list video, you know exactly how I feel. But Blastoise, I feel like, is a huge pickup. Huge pickup. You know, being able to have the roll to be able to rapid spin, like, again, I just think that's so huge to be able to get rid of hazards. And I think that my team is very hazards weak as well, so definitely wanted to get Blastoise to be able to do that for me as well. We also have priority with Jet, so, you know, if I need to pick off something quick, I can just do it with Jet. Body press, if I wanted to do, like, iron defense body press stuff, like, I could definitely do that for sure. Earthquake is an amazing electric coverage option for sure. Flip turn to be able to keep up momentum if I'm in, like, a really tricky matchup right now, like, Flip turn is amazing momentum. Ice Beam, even got Ice Spinner this generation for a physical option. Liquidation is a strong, more reliable option than Aqua Tail up here. I could roar things out if I wanted to. But I also really want to try a Shell Smash, like, week. I don't know if I can say sweep, because I don't think I'll be sweeping anyone, to be honest. Even though I have a ton of knowledge and I love Pokemon so much, I am not the best battler, for sure. Again, I know a thing or two, but I definitely do have, like, a lot more bad moments than good. So, yes, but we will definitely be trying to pull off some Shell Smash stuff for sure. Yeah, definitely want to try out some Shell Smash stuff. So, I was very happy with the Blastoise pickup. Now, at this point, I really wanted a Fairy type very badly. So, I did pick up as well Diancie for my 2nd tier 5 pick and my 5th pick. So, for tier 5, no more being able to pick up tier 5. So, with Diancie being able, like, Rock Fairy, I just feel like defensively that's really good. And also, again, just being able to have the Fairy typing, like, I love that. But Diancie is also one of my first of 3 Terra captains. So I could Terra Diancie into whatever type I want. I really like this. I just feel like Diancie gives me so many options for, like, I can do, you know, I can do like a dry pass of being able to, again, keep up momentum, like having momentum, especially in, I feel like, showdown matches, like where it just goes a lot faster. I feel like that is just so good to have that option there if I need it. You know, being able to do baton pass. I can still do iron defense, body press stuff with Diancie as well if I didn't want to do it on Blastoise. Being able to Calm Mind, have that option there for setup. Diamond Storm, being able to do a good damage with a rock type move. Now, that 95 accuracy, you know, that scares me. But also being able to raise my defense ×2. So if I didn't want to do iron defense, if I wanted to risk it all with Diamond Storm, I could do Diamond Storm body press stuff if I wanted to. Having the option as well with recovery for Draining Kiss, I really do like that a lot as well. For poison types, us having Earth Power as an option, I really like that. Encore, being able to do slow Encore can sometimes be a lot better than having, like, first turn, or, you know, fast Encore. So I really like that. Endeavor, if I wanted to do, like, some Custat Berry stuff, you know, Custat Berry, get really low, endure, and get my opponent low, like, that could be, like, some crazy tech stuff. Yeah, I being able to set up dual screens if I wanted to with Diancie, I could definitely do some Light Clay dual screen stuff. Like, that would probably be, like, a really good option. If I wanted to, I could do Meteor Beam, Power Herb stuff, like, just get a freaking special attack raise, like, right after first turn if I wanted to. Like, there's some crazy things that I could do with Diancie. Like, I have options here. Could set up Stealth Rocks and Spikes. Like, I love that. And this mon, Diancie, can Trick Room. So if I ever did want to get some stuff rolling with, like, I honestly do kind of have a slow draft. Like, thankfully my last pick saved me for speed, for sure. But I definitely do have a slow team, I won't lie. So, if I wanted to do Trick Room stuff, I definitely could. So, I really, at this point, wanted a fighting type. So, and I do need something that can have some immunity to ground types and earthquakes. So, we picked up, for our 6th pick, Galarian Zapdos, which is also tier 3. So my tier 3 options are now done as well. So I filled up tier 2, I filled up my tier 3s, and I filled up my tier 5s. So again, I really did like the direction that I was going with this one. Again, I want to use mons that, like, I haven't, again, I'm literally just starting my draft league career, you know? Like, this is my second draft league ever. You know, from not being able to be in draft leagues at all, just watching them, and not being able to, like, play competitive Pokemon with, like, anyone that I know, because I don't have any friends that play competitive Mons with me. Like, I just want to use things that I've never used and that I just see a lot of potential in. So I definitely wanted to pick up Galarian Zapdos. Really, really like this Mon. Like, for physical intimidation, like, I really like this. 90 freaking HP, so still honestly could bulk out if I wanted to. Like, could definitely run, like, that's a crazy HP stat. 384, that's crazy, but I love that. 125 attack, so not as much as Scizor and Garchomp over there at the front, but, I mean, again, I don't think anyone wants to take, like, a 125 base stat attack of, like, close combat, Thunderous Kick, freaking knockoff, you know, Stomping Tantrum. Like, I could even set up Trailblaze to get faster than, like, some Mons and just go absolutely berserk. I could do a fast U-turn if I wanted to, like, 100 speed, again. Not the fastest, but not really the slowest either. Like, you can't really, like, just look at 328 and be like, yeah, that's not really too fast. Like, no, that's kind of fast, buddy. That's kind of fast. Especially if I slap a freaking Choice Scarf on, like, you know, opponents will definitely not like that. Being able to have Defiant as well, so if we go against, you know, an opponent one week that has, like, Intimidate or, you know, just a move that lowers, you know, stats, and I can predict it and go out on it, we get a +2 attack boost. So, again, crazy numbers that we could do with Zapdos. And also with Diancie, I didn't really go over it, but again, look at these defenses. Let's look at these stats. Now, 50 HP, that's not great. Like, we are pretty much a feather. So maybe I would have to, you know, do things with Diancie and get creative. Maybe, like, if I don't want to run, like, max HP one week, you know, I can just dump it all into, like, defense and special defense. Or, you know, I could do a lot of things with Diancie. I didn't go over the stats, but, like, I could do a lot of things. Again, 100 attack, just, wow. 150 on both defenses, just, wow. I really like it so far. So I did pick up a fire type as well. I got Big Arcanine in the building. This was my other tier 4 pick. So as my 7th pick, I did get Arcanine. And again, that's tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5 done with right there. So we basically have, like, the meat and potatoes of our team so far. And yeah, with Arcanine, like, I love Arcanine. Like, I love dogs. I'm totally a dog person. You know, I don't know, cat lovers, I don't know, but yeah, with Arcanine, like, we could just do some really nice stuff, like 90 HP, 110 attack, 80 defense in both, 100 special attack. So again, I don't have to be restricted to physical attacking. I could be a special attacker if I wanted to. And again, I may need to for some weeks. I may need to. 95 speed, so again, not super speedy, but again, nothing really to, like, laugh at either. I feel like if you can have over 300 speed, like, that's just good. That's just good. Also, again, one of the best abilities in the game being Intimidate. Like, Intimidate is just mwah. Flash Fire, being able to get a 1.5 times damage boost if I'm hit with a fire type. So if I wanted to, I can have a fire immunity. So, you know, Scizor 4 times weak to fire. I switch in Arcanine, I just get boosted right there. Like, insane if I wanted to. But yeah, super happy with Arcanine. Very happy that we picked up this golden boy. So happy. So, for my 8th pick, and for my 2nd Terra Captain, I did the unthinkable, and I did pick up Big Meganium. Now, I hear you, and I see what you're saying.
This Joker picked up a Meganium in a draft league setting where there's Shinpao and Iron Moth and all this crazy stuff. You got a Meganium?
Let me cook. With having Meganium as a Terra Captain, we potentially, I'm not saying that we will, but potentially, we could go crazy, bro. We could go crazy. Again, now, I won't lie. I will not lie. I personally, Meganium is my least favorite starter of all the starters. Why I chose it? I want to have some freaking fun in a draft league, baby. Honestly, with this one, with this being my Showdown League, I'm going to try to have more fun with this league. Like, I do have a current, you know, draft league going on right now. Shout out PCPL. That is, like, my primary focus league right now. And again, I really want to be doing well on that one. And then also the 3rd league that I'm going to be announcing soon and be a part of is also a Wi-Fi league. And I want to prioritize Wi-Fi leagues if I can. So, you know, again, if I'm going to be doing already 3 leagues at, you know, one time, that's going to be a lot of time to where I'll have to be looking at different teams of mine, and I have to be mocking and preparing for, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on, different time spans of the leagues between. So with this one, with this Showdown League, again, I'm gonna be doing the best that I can. Like, obviously, like, I don't just want to show up and just get a participation, you know what I mean? Like, I want to try. But this league is gonna be a little bit more lax, for sure. Just, again, I want to prioritize the Wi-Fi leagues right now. So the Showdown League is going to be a little bit more lax for me. But anyway, I'm getting way too far sidetracked. So with Meganium, again, it kind of seems like a troll pick, but we also do have another option for bulk if I wanted to. So, 80 HP, it's alright, 82 attack, 83 special attack. Don't know why Game Freak decided to just do a 1 point difference between the two. Kind of annoying, but that's not for me to decide. 100 defense in both defense and SPDF. So, again, being able to eat things on both sides, and 80 speed. So if I wanted to, again, I have the options for it. I could do freaking another curse setup user. And again, with being able to do Terra, I could do some crazy things. Like, I could go poison and just go full on, like, unbreakable. Or I could go freaking fire and go, like, fully offensive. Or I could be water and be, like, a bulky water that can take out freaking, my weaknesses. There are options with Meganium. Again, not a whole bunch of options. I'm not trying to freaking sit here and gas Meganium at all. But, again, with Meganium, there's just so many options. Like, I could do Dragon Tail to phase out if I wanted to. I could do Earthquake. So, again, like, on freaking a fire type, I could just eat a hit and then just do Earthquake. Like, who's taking that, buddy? I mean, again, probably a lot of mons are taking that, but, I'm trying to show a point. Another Endeavor mon if I wanted to. Like, I could, I won't, but, I could do some funny shit with Endeavor. Again, strong grass type moves. Another knockoff user. So again, utility could be huge as well. Leech Seed, being able to do another mon with dual screens. I could Swords Dance if I wanted to, like, get my attack up. Then I could Trailblaze if I wanted to get, like, +1 speed, +2 attack, like, Synthesis to keep myself healthy. Weather Ball if I wanted to do, like, some weather crap. Like, there are definitely things that I could look forward to and try to do with Meganium for sure, especially with it being one of my Terra captains. And I really think that's, like, the only reason why I'm trying to quote unquote fight for Meganium is because it's a Terra captain of mine. So I think if I'm able to, if I'm a good enough player, I can show off some Meganium gameplay. Anyway, moving on from Meganium. So I don't at this point in my draft have a ghost type. So I desperately wanted one and definitely needed one. So I did pick up Dusclops as my second tier 6 mon and my 9th pick. So again, at this point, tiers 2 through 6 are all done. They're all done. I have no more picks for those. With Dusclops, it gives me another option for bulk. So again, I started off with, like, thinking, okay, offense, have the option to offense if I wanted to. Bulk, but again, could switch up to offense if I wanted to. With Dusclops, it is literally for the bulk. So literally I could slap Eaglite on this guy. And honestly, Frisk is not too bad of a option for Draft League. Like, if I need to know what my opponent is running, like, item-wise, like, I could just switch in Dusclops, figure out what item they are, and that could help me so much throughout the match. Like, that could help me so much. So really like that. And again, pressure is always good just to, again, just PB stall. Also just, again, being able to just stay around in the battle for a long period of time. I could curse people if I wanted to, and again, like, even though that takes a chunk of my damage, like, that'll be chipping, enemies down this crazy amount. I could disable. Slow disable is always good. I love slow disable. I could future sight if I wanted to. Freaking haze to get rid of, like, setup. Nightshade will probably be our best form of being able to dish out damage. And again, I just really like being able to have that option, like doing, at least 100 points of damage each turn. Like, that's really not bad at all. Like, that's good chip, and chip will go a very long way. I could pain split, so if I wanted to do, like, some curse stuff, then next turn survive something in pain split, bro, crazy. I have the priority option with Shadow Sneak if I wanted to. I could even, if I really wanted to, I could freaking run Poltergeist and just try to nuke something. I mean, nuke is a stretch, but you never know. I could definitely do it. I could definitely do it. Trick stuff, another Trick Room setter, Will-O-Wisp for sure, huge Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, like, again, I think at this point, like, I really liked Dusclops just as an answer. And again, I love Dusclops. Like, I really like Dusclops, Dusk Noir. Love that line so much. So for my 10th pick, my second to last pick, I picked up Dedenne. Now, look, I needed a tier 7. I was not going to be able to get very much. And Dedenne is a Terra Captain as well. So my 3 Terra Captains are Diancie, Meganium, and Dedenne. So with Dedenne, again, not even that it needs to be doing like crazy things, but just look at this for a second with me, right? If I wanted to, one, I didn't have an electric type, so yeah, I could Terra into an electric type, but not having an electric type was kind of scary. But look at this. So if I wanted to, let's look at these stats real quick. 67 HP, so alright HP. 58 attack, kinda trolling. 57 defense, again, troll. 81 special attack, so again, we are talking like Blastoise, Meganium, Garchomp special attack numbers here, okay? So it's not the worst thing in the world special attack-wise. 67 special defense, so, you know, not great. But 101 speed. Now again, any Mon, just at 100, I outspeed. 331 is max speed, like, that is kinda crazy. That's kinda crazy. Okay, but that's not really what I want to go look at. So, I look at the Dedenne, and I just see full-on support. So, again, if I wanted to, I could do discharge. 30% to be able to paralyze, that's nothing to joke about. I see so much discharge paralyze, it's kind of crazy. Draining Kiss, if I wanted to, like, again, be able to do recovery, and Parabolic Charge, I think is the name of that move. Yeah, Parabolic Charge, to be able to do another recovery move if I wanted to. But look at these utility moves. Endeavor, so if I wanted to do, again, a Focus Sash, Endeavor strat, I could totally do it if I wanted to. I could set up at least one screen. I could set up light screen if I wanted to. But take a look at this. Now, I could outspeed a 100 base stat Mon and nuzzle. I could nuzzle them just to one, you know, that is pitiful, Chip. Pitiful. But the guaranteed 100% paralysis, that's huge. That is humongous. Then, if I wanted to, I could do nuzzle straight into Super Fang. So, not only would I get them paralyzed, but then taking them half health, that, again, that's kind of crazy for utility. And then, if I wanted to, I could just immediately U-turn out of there. I could Volt Switch or U-turn, but in case of a ground type, you know, matchup, I could just U-turn out of there. So that right there, just those 3 moves, that's crazy utility. Being able to paralyze half my opponent's damage and then quickly get out of there if I needed to, that's kind of insane. And again, like, I'm not sitting here saying that Dedenne is, like, going to be a kill leader or even, like, get a KO at all. But just the utility part of it is kind of crazy. Like, again, I've seen a utility mouse hold when that thing literally only presses population bomb. But I've seen support sets for it. So it's not uncommon for, you know, a Mon to just take on a completely different role than its normal job, you know? And again, with abilities, they're not great. I mean, Cheek Pouch, you know, that could maybe be useful in some scenarios, you know? If I maybe need to eat, like, a resist berry, I can get, like, some health back as well. So, again, that could help. Pickup is kind of, you know? I'm not really sure if I'll be putting Pickup on, but maybe I get knocked off. Maybe I do something, or maybe I stay in and live the hit, and I'm able to pick up, like, whatever was dropped. Maybe. Question mark? I'm not sure. But the option is there, maybe. But yeah, Dedenne being a Terra Captain, and again, just being able to have the option of just so much utility. Like, I just think that's the part that sold me for Tier 7. Like, again, there weren't great options for Tier 7. Like, let's just put it that way. There was not anything that was like, oh my god, this is a A+ Tier 7 Mon. Like, no. There were baby Mons, there were, you know, non-evolve Mons. Like, it was, I don't know. But Dedenne was my Tier 7 pickup. So, we have, so far, before we go into our last pick, which I know y'all already saw, but, so for my Tier 2 pick, and my first pick, we got Garchomp. Big Garchomp. Love Garchomp. Amazing Garchomp. Then, for second pick, we get Scizor. Amazing Mon. I've seen this thing do crazy things in Draft League. Crazy. Third pick, Alolan Muck. So yeah, we got a Tier 2 so far, Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5 with Blastoise, Tier 5 with Diancie, so that completed my Tier 5 Mons for both Blastoise and Diancie. Zapdos, Galarian Zapdos, so that was a Tier 3 Mon, so that picked up for Scizor as well, so that was Tier 3. Then with Arcanine, that was my second Tier 4 Mon and my 7th pick, love Arcanine. Meganium was our 8th pick and our first Tier 6. Then we got Dusclops, another Tier 6. Dedenne with Tier 7. And I saved my tier 1 pick for my last pick. Because again, I didn't see there being any point in wasting my tier 1 pick as an earlier pick. Because, again, all the good stuff was already, gone at that point. But, remember how I said that my team was lacking speed? Yeah, I just went ahead and got Jirachis speed as my tier 1 last pick. They let Jirachis speed stay on the board. So, outside of Regieleki, I am legitimately the fastest Mon. The fastest Mon. Again, outside of Regieleki. But I just think that is so crazy. Like, I literally, if I wanted to, I never have to invest into speed at all, ever. Because I'll outspeed anything. Outside of, like, maybe some choice scarfers. But, like, Jirachis just, I feel like, and at this point as well, like, I didn't have a psychic type. So, I feel like, for sure, Jirachis just definitely wrapped up nicely here for me. Like, I really do love that, Jirachis was able to be my last option. 50 HP, not really living too many things, but that's okay. I don't need to live a lot of things if I can just be first to attack and just kill you. 95 in both attack and special attack, like, love that. 90 in both defense and spadef. And then 180 base stat speed. That is crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, Jirachis has so many options. If I wanted to do a setup sweeper, Calm Mind is right there. If I wanted to have recovery, Drain Punch and recovery as well, or recover. Boom. Extreme speed. So if I just wanted to win the priority race, if something came out on me and was just like, I was at 1 or super low HP and they had a priority move, I could just say, F it. I'll just win the priority race with extreme speed. Like, get F loser. Focus blast for coverage. Love that. Just hope I hit those, I used to be, like, so many coverage moves on this thing. So many knockoff as well. Like, oh my gosh. This thing could be utility. It could be hyper offensive. Freaking, we got dual screens right here. Light screen and reflect. We got Nightshade right here. Pain split. Freaking psychic noise if I want to stop recovery on other mons. I can set up spikes and stealth rocks. Like, are you serious right now? Taunt as well. Teleport to be able to get out of tough spots. In case I don't want to hard switch. Thunder Wave, like, trick. I can do some nasty trick stuff. Nasty trick stuff. But, yeah, guys, that is my whole SADL Draft League team. I can't lie, I am pretty happy with this draft. I'm really not sure how games are going to go. I'm really not sure how this season is going to go at all. I'm pretty sure this is a 10 week? Yeah, this is a 10-week league. So, this is going to be insane. Just insane Draft League content on the channel. I'm so excited and so happy about that, man. Again, I can't believe that we got into our first Draft League just a few weeks ago, and now I'm already in a second and a third one coming up as well. And again, I'm currently in the process of building that third Draft League team, and that one is a lower Terra league as well, so I'm definitely trying to cook up some really awesome content and just awesome stuff, and also just amazing memories. Like, again, it really feels like such an amazing thing to be able to go from not being able to play Pokemon with a lot of friends, or being able to just battle and figure out, like, am I a good enough, like, battler? Can I really be, like, in a competitive scene? Like, to just come full circle and be like, wow, like, I'm now in, like, competitive Pokemon. Like, that's beautiful for me. I love that for myself. So, yeah, guys, I can't believe it. I can't believe that I, got this kind of a team. Again, so our first match, spoiler alert, my week 1 match is actually tomorrow. So at the time of recording this is Wednesday. My week 1 match is tomorrow. My mocks have not been good. They've not been good. So this is our week 1 opponent, XNR. They have Xianpao, Iron Moth, Slowking, Corviknight, Donphan, Pawmont, Tornadus, Incarnate, and that's one of their Terra Captains. Tinkaton, Ditto, Quilladin for another Terra Captain, and Winklone? I'm just, yeah, this is a very tough week 1 matchup, for sure. I'm really hoping that our Mons can do a good matchup into this, but Again, with, again, another spoiler alert, my week 2 match against my freaking besto friendo in the PCPL, against Mario Fan 2127 is actually later on today, after I get off work. So, yeah, I've got a lot to prepare for sure. So, I will, yeah, I'm gonna do the absolute best that I can against, my week 1 opponent for, the SADL. But again, this Showdown League, you know, I'm not gonna put this over the Wi-Fi stuff, just because I feel like the Wi-Fi stuff is just, you know, it's really, really good content, just really fun. But again, not saying that this isn't good content, and not saying that I'm, you know, ungrateful to be in this league at all. I am incredibly grateful to be a part of the Newcomer division for the SADL Season 2 as the coach of the Juggernaut Jirachis. So you know that we are going to be trying to make it to playoffs. You know what? The goal for this one, maybe not make it to playoffs, but maybe just win at least 2 weeks. 2 weeks out of the 10. You know, it's progress. Any progress is progress. And that's going to be how we end off this video. Any progress is progress. No matter how small or how big, progress is progress. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me for, again, another long-ass draft league announcement. But I really do appreciate you. If you stayed till the end, I feel like I need some kind of clarification for people who make it through the end of my videos. Like, if you make it to the end with me, like, we have to be locked in. Like, we have to be bonded by something. So, if you made it to the end of this video, in the comment section, I just want to see Meganium, or just Meganium. Just Meganium in the comment section. Yeah, that's going to wrap it up for me. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this, and if you guys are excited for the Draft League content, just for all the Draft League content that I got coming up on the channel, please let me know that you are hyped and excited, and please show your support. It's really appreciated. I'm going to leave the Discord for the SADL in the description. So if you did, I believe with this league as well, they're doing pick'ems, so if you did want to, you know, join the server and show your support for the Juggernaut Jirachis, then I will definitely leave that in the description below. But again, shout out to everyone a part of the league, a part of the Legacy division, a part of the Newcomer division, all my fellow coaches, the commissioner, the council, and just the editors for the entire doc and spreadsheet. Like, thank you guys all so much. And hopefully we can do some crazy stuff for our week 1 matchup against XNR. So I will see y'all when I see y'all. And yeah, just expect some Draft League videos. Please stay positive. Love life, be grateful that you're waking up to another day, because not every day is guaranteed to you, and just spread as much love as you can. And again, any progress, no matter how big or small, is progress. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Have a great rest of your night. Ohayo YouTube, it is Akimbo C, signing out.